The Salem witch trials of 1692 are often misunderstood, with one of the most persistent myths being that accused witches were burned at the stake. This misconception has been perpetuated through popular culture, leading many to associate these tragic events with fiery executions. However, the truth about what happened in Salem is quite different. While over 200 people were accused of witchcraft and 20 lost their lives, none of them were burned at the stake. Understanding the actual events reveals a much more sobering and complex story. In Salem, the legal method of execution for witchcraft was hanging, as dictated by English law, which was followed in the colonies. 19 individuals were hanged on Gallows Hill, including both men and women accused of witchcraft. Additionally, one man, Giles Corey, was subjected to a particularly brutal punishment known as pressing, where heavy stones were placed on his chest until he died. He had refused to enter a plea, and this horrific method of execution was used to force a confession or plea. These deaths were tragic and unjust, but none involved a fiery spectacle commonly imagined. The myth of burning at the stake in Salem likely originates from European practices during the height of witch hunts in the 16th and 17th centuries, in countries like Germany and Scotland. Burning at the stake was a common punishment for individuals convicted of witchcraft, often as a form of public spectacle. However, in England and its colonies, including Massachusetts, witchcraft was treated as a felony, and hanging was the prescribed punishment. This key distinction is often overlooked, leading to confusion about the methods of execution used in Salem. Popular culture has played a significant role in perpetuating this myth. Movies, TV shows, and novels frequently depict accused witches being burned at the stake, creating a dramatic but inaccurate portrayal of the events in Salem. These fictionalized versions often blur the lines between the European witch hunts and the Salem trials, reinforcing the false image of fiery executions. While these portrayals may capture public interest, they distort the historical reality and overshadow the real horrors faced by the accused. The Salem witch trials were marked by mass hysteria, fear, and the use of questionable evidence. One of the most significant factors in these convictions was the use of spectral evidence, where witnesses claimed to see the spirits or specters of the accused committing acts of witchcraft. This type of evidence, based on visions and dreams, would never be admissible in a modern court of law. The lack of tangible proof and reliance on fear-driven accusations highlight the deep flaws in the judicial process of the time. The victims of the Salem witch trials were not just numbers. They were individuals caught in a web of paranoia and superstition. Among those executed were Bridget Bishop, the first to be hanged, and Rebecca Nurse, a respected elderly woman whose conviction shocked the community. These individuals, along with the others who perished, were victims of a system that prioritized fear over justice. The trials are a stark reminder of the dangers of mob mentality and the importance of critical thinking and evidence in judicial proceedings. Today, memorials and historical sites in Salem honor the victims of the witch trials. Places like the Salem Witch Trials Memorial and Gallows Hill offer a somber reminder of this dark chapter in American history. By confronting the myths and focusing on the historical facts, we can better understand the complexities of the Salem witch trials and ensure that the stories of those who suffered are told with accuracy and respect. The Salem witch trials remain a powerful lesson about the consequences of fear, ignorance, and the misuse of power, and they continue to resonate as a cautionary tale for future generations.